missed out on this one when you played it earlier. You played it yesterday, right?
Well,
I missed out.
I'm not going to go through a rules tutorial, but I will explain the rules as I go. But I love this game because it's dripping with theme. When it's goofing on all of the horror movies of the 80s. So this is legally distinct from Friday the 13th. And so instead of Jason, it's Hans. Instead of Camp Crystal Lake, it's Camp Happy Trails. But what I like about this is you see how we have Hans over here? These are modules. So I could take Hans and put him in any of the other setups. Like I could throw Hans in this one. So this is Dr. Fright and Frightmare on Maple Lane. So I could have Hans on Maple Lane and Dr. Fright in Camp, you know what I mean? So this is Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
It's really good. And then I got season 2 that I didn't even open yet. And season 3 is about to be shipped. I know that season 2 has like witches and vampires and werewolves and stuff. Dark Alchemy. Hey, how you doing, Dark Alchemy? Yes, this is a one-player only game. I remember when I first started hearing about solo-only games, I thought that was the strangest thing in the world. But apparently, it picked up a lot of popularity during COVID. I guess that makes sense, right? And apparently in Germany, the solo-only games were a thing.
These are gamer solitaires, man.
Yeah, and here is I put the box over there. This is the box of the season, And of course, since I'm a maniac, I got the full season with all the upgrades and the miniatures. Because if you just go and buy this at a Walmart or Kmart, you're not going to get these minis. You're just going to get like little meeples and little pieces like this. Like look at this piece. That's the horror marker. How cool is that? And of course, you could paint them. This keeps track of the time. It's a little hourglass. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm good. I had to turn off some lights. I forgot.
And here's like a little blood splatter, keeps track of all the kills. And you see these green cards right here where I'm pointing? Those are the setup cards. So, you flip that over at the last minute, and that tells you how to set up the board. So I know that there's a glare on it. This is still in its infancy. I ordered a different tripod that I could mount, put directly above here. So maybe, tomorrow it'll look better. But tomorrow I'm probably going to be doing a different game called Nemo's War, another solo-only game, which is the first solo-only game I've ever played. I just want to have the rule book nearby. Okay, I got the rule book over here. Because on the rule book, it has a great summary of everything. Okay, so now we are ready to begin. So,
it does not include Jack Daniels, but it may include Cabo Wabo tequila. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Solo game does not include Jack Daniels. Although I got some over here. Right. So these are my starting cards. You see how they have 0 cost? Okay, so this is my starting hand, and I'll talk through it. All right. So right over here, this is me. Look, check out this cool little miniature. Okay, and I am Laurie. So I am Laurie, the final girl. Like in all those horror movies.
So you're Laurie. Is that a gender swap for you?
Well, it's final girl, so you're always a girl. Who wants to see a horror movie when it's a guy is the last survivor, right?
Maybe. Well, no. I don't. I think real life is horrible enough. I don't know if we need any more horror movies.
So I'm going to start. So this is my starting hand. So the first thing I'm going to do is the only way for me to win the game is to kill Hans. The only way for Hans to win the game is to kill me. But the more innocent people, the more innocent people that I rescue, the more powerful I get, and the more people Hans kills, the more his bloodlust goes up, and his frenzy and fervor goes up. So, okay, the first card I'm going to play is I'm going to focus. Okay, so I'm going to put this card over here, and right now, if you could see this, I'm in this area, so I get 2 dice to roll. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. I got 1 success, and this means I could discard 2 cards to get 2 successes. I don't need to rest right now. I'm at full health, and I can't attack him. So I'm going to discard these 2 cards and turn that into a star. Everybody see what I did? You see the stars? The stars. So I got 2 successes. 2 successes means my horror goes down, I'm calming down, and I gain 2 time. So I'm not panicking. I'm going to put this in my played card area. I still have 8 time, so I could play more cards. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play another focus. But that might backfire because I don't have any other cards to discard. Oh, wow. I got 2 successes again. So I'm going to play that. I'm going to... it goes down 1 horror, and I gain 2 time. So look at this. I don't want to say I'm doing good, because whenever you say you're doing good, I really gotta I gotta put something over here, right, to get this glare off, because now you can see the board, right? Can I do this? Will this help? Whoops. Does this help at all? No.
It's not that bad, really. I mean,
yeah, but you can't see the meeples or anything. How's this?
Gosh.
Maybe if I turn... Is that a little better? Oh, well. All right, so now I'm going to play a walk card. Can you see that? Walk. All right. I still only get 2 dice. And I got nothing. I got a failure. So failure. I can move 1 space and take 1 damage, and that'll cost me 2 time. Or it'll just, I won't take any damage, don't move, and lose 2 time. I'm going to move 1. That cost me damage. So I trip in the darkness in the woods, you know. So the horror movie stuff, I focused, and then I trip and fall. So this card, you know what? I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. So I'm going to end my turn right there. But that cost me 2 time. So look, so I have 8 time. This is now the planning phase, and I could buy cards. So I'm going to move the camera back here so you can see all the cards that I could buy. Okay. Oh, Marcus is being a moderator. Thank you. Do you got to go work tomorrow, Marcus?
I always work.
So you'll be going to bed soon. What time do you wake up?
I automatically wake up about 5:15, and then try to sleep till 6:15.
I'm gonna buy 2 guard cards. You
I
always
sleep in 3-hour increments.
So these cards cost 2 and 2, so that cost me 4 times. So you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4. These go into my hand, and I have 4 more. I'm going to take a search card, which is 2, and now I have 2 time left to spend. I'll take a sprint. You never want to be without. So now I'm down to 0. Okay, when I go down to 0, these cards that I played, these go back to where they go. Notice that I couldn't take them. It's like a cooldown. You really have to manage your cards. I reset this back to 6. Now Hans is going to go. So if you see over here, this symbol tells me what Hans does. On the killer's turn, he targets Laurie, and if Laurie or an NPC, whoever's closer, okay, and then it kills, but it doesn't move. So there's nobody in the spot. So Hans doesn't kill anybody. Okay, so unfortunately, that's not the end of his turn.
Yeah.
we got these terror cards. So here, he just keeps coming. This means increase the horror level. So this goes to here. So you see, you're constantly fighting this horror level. This represents how scared I am. Okay. Now it does the same thing. It's going to target me or an NPC, whoever's closer, but now it's going to move. So now we look over here. It has 1 space movement. So who is closer? So this is 1, 2 spaces. This is 1, 2 spaces. So it's going to move over here because, it's closer to me and them. and then it attacks, but there's nobody in the space. So we gotta. It's coming closer to us. And that was a full game round. Now people are going to go like, oh, big deal. It gets bad. It gets bad real close. Keep in mind, I got damaged and I didn't do anything yet. So now it's the top of the round. I have all these cards in my hand. The cards that I bought. So what do I want to do? I can't attack him. I don't have any cards that let me attack. I got sprint, search, guard, and walk. You can only search over here in the cabins. You could, okay, let's go over here.
If you can't attack, you got to put as much distance between him and
cabins,
you as you can.
Docks, and the utility shed. Those are the only three places I could search. Yes. I'm trying to, right now, I'm at the stage of the game where I'm trying to rescue civilians. Rescue these are little campers. I'm the camp counselor. These are the little kids. You know what I mean? So they automatically follow me. So when I leave, they come with me. So I'm like the Pied Piper. So what I want to do is I'm going to sprint. So I'm going to play a sprint card. I don't have any focuses or anything. So I'm going to play sprint. I get 2 dice because I'm in this area. Oh, jeez. That is the worst. This symbol means I could discard 2 cards to convert this into a success. I don't want to give up any of the 2 cards. So I look at this, a failure. I could move 1 space, take a damage, lose 2 time, and then that's the end of my turn. Or I could just take a damage and lose 2. So I don't want to end my turn right here. He, you know what I mean? He's right there. So
I think I'd be giving up some cards, man.
Yeah, but I just bought all of these cards. You know what? I'm going to give up search and walk. There we go. So this is now 1 success. Okay. You talked me into it, Pops. So 1 success, I can move 2 spaces for 1 time.
There you go.
So I'm going to go 1, 2. Did you see what I did?
Yep. Grabbed another kid.
Yeah. So now I got 2 kids with me. All right. Unfortunately, most likely he's going to move and he's going to kill these 2 at the dock. All right. And all I have is 2 guard cards. I should have went and because I could defend against him while it's easy, but I don't like to change my turn once I did it. Right. I'm trying to think of like what would a scared girl do? You know what I mean? All right. So now I have 5 times, so I could plan for 5. So what do I want to do for 5? You know what? I'll take a retaliate. That's 4. And then I'll take close call. That brings me down to 0. So now if he somehow makes it to me, at least I could, I could defend myself and retaliate. So now at the end of my turn, I put this back to 6. These cards that were in the cooldown go back into my hand. And then these cards that were played go back to where they are supposed to be. Does that make sense? You guys cool with that? You understand what I'm talking about? Now we do Hans's turn. So now we look up here. Hans kills anybody in his space, but there's nobody in his space. And then we're going to flip over the terror card. And there's a whole deck of terror cards. You randomly, there's 20 terror cards. I think there's 30 terror cards. There's 15 from Hans, and then there's 15 from Camp Trails. Okay. So they got these little symbols on them. Like, do you see this little symbol? Yeah. That means it's part of the camp deck. Did you see this symbol? What I played, that means it's Hans's symbol. It's got a pig. So at the end, when I'm done playing this, I got to separate them because I could, like I said, I could put a different murderer in a different location. But here, I fell asleep. What did I miss? So place 1 victim in the cabins. So we got another person. Another person shows up, but Hans doesn't do anything. But I'm just hearing. So I increased the horror by 2. So he's just standing there lurking. So I got lucky. Now it's the top of the order. We cool? Everything? Oh, Marcus is being a proper moderator. Thank you. Hit the like button, everybody. We got 5 people. Sign up for my Substack. Yes, please sign up for my Substack, guys. You know, I don't meant to beg, but I'd like to be at a higher amount. This is for my, all I'm going to do is let you know about my comic book when I launch, which things are starting to hit 3rd gear. You know, I'm not going to say 4th gear yet, but we're shifting out of 2nd. We're going into 3rd. Things are picking up steam. And 5 people watching. Comment. Let's see who's watching. All right. So what do I want to do? These are all the cards in my hand. I want to focus. Why do I want to focus? Because if I can get to green, I get 3 dice. Oh, I forgot this. Death Witch. During the upkeep phase, move the victim closest to the killer 1 space. Okay, so this jerk runs, he just walks over to him. Stupid idiot. All right, so now I gotta... These are event cards. You flip one event card over at the beginning of the game. That changes the rules. And then the terror cards may or may not tell you to flip over another event card. So now I'm going to roll. Okay, I got 1 success. I will discard. I'll discard Short Rest. And Weak Attack to turn this into 2 successes. Okay, 2 successes. It decreases the horror and it gives me 2 time. All right, but these are in my played card area. All right, I will play another focus. I'm not going to discard any more cards. You see, that's a discard. That's a success. So it decreases the horror, but it cost me 1. All right. And now I'm just going to walk. I'm giving these 2 up for dead. There's really nothing I can do about it. 1 success. 1 success is I can move 1 space at 1 time. What do I want to do? You know what? I'm going for it. I'm going to be brave. All right, we're all going to move over here. I want to see if I can rescue this guy at the docks. This guy's a goner. There's really nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do. I just wish you could see the board.
He's gone. That's it.
Is there any possible way I could? Because it seems to be okay when there's something blocking. I guess it's blocking. That doesn't do anything. It's just frustrating. I'd like you guys to be able to see better. That doesn't help at all, right? I guess I'm just wasting time. All right. So I will play. I got no other cards that I could play. But you see these cards are blue?
Mm-hmm.
Blue cards you play on Hans's turn. They're reactions. So I think I could defend if he attacks me. So now I have 7 units of time. So I will 7. So I will do critical blow. That's 6. And then I'll take close call. So there you go. And then once I get down to here, I go to 0. I get to pick this card back up, and these cards will go back where they're supposed to go. In case you're wondering where they go, this is all the 0 cost cards. So these are the starter cards. This is 1, 2, 2, and then you put them all out. And then some scenarios have unique cards, like the Frightmare in Elm Street. They have card where you pray, and then you have a. What is this? Let's talk about video setup. Looking to do more myself. Okay, does that mean you want to come in here and talk about it, or you just want to talk about it in the chat, or just as a concept? Because I agree with you. I got to get better. I really got. What would you guys? How would you recommend? I have a 2x2 LED light right above my head, and that's just. So I got to get some. What should I get? Like a sheet or something, and just cut it and tuck it in? I don't know. piece of gauze or something. I don't know. Because when I turn it off, talk amongst yourself. I'm going to turn off this overhead light. See if that helps.
If you had some like thin tissue paper, something like that.
Yeah. How is that?
That's good. I can see just fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's better and it's spookier, huh?
There you go.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's better. Let's see if. How about this? Is that good? Does that help at all?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It looks like the shadows and the pieces are yeah. That actually gives depth to the board.
Okay. Dark Alchemy says it's better. And if a Dark Alchemist says it's better, then it's got to be better. All right. So I just bought all my cards. So now Hans is going to go. So we see over here, Hans targets me or a person and then kills. So Hans kills. So this guy, stupid idiot, goes and wanders into Hans. We put up this counter over here. People panic. Anybody in Hans's space panics and freaks out and starts running, but there's nobody else in his space. I'm just trying to go over all the rules. Now I have to unleash a terror card. Okay. What does that say? No one can save us. No one can. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the neck. Okay, all victims in your space must panic twice. Oh, God. So I got 2 people in my space. Panic means they run away. Okay, so I roll the dice. I got a 5. So you look on the board. I'm sure you can't see it, but this guy's going to run to this space, but he panics twice, and then he's going to run 6. So actually, that actually he's running towards the exit, so that's not that bad. Let's see what this guy does. He panics 3. So he runs to this dock. Oh man. And then he panics 2. Oh, he jumps into the lake. He jumps into the lake. Stupid idiot. All right, so there goes all my work of helping everybody. And then he targets the next person. He targets me, so he's going to go into my space, and then he's going to attack. You see that? That's the final goal symbol. First, then a victim, then he attacks. So he's attacking me. He hits automatically. Right now, he does 2 damage if he hits, but I am going to play. I will play Retaliate. Okay, so I'm playing Retaliate because it's blue. I could play that on his turn. I get 2 dice. Oh, I got totally whiffed. Oh, so I lose a great card. Totally whiffed. Oh, you know what? I didn't totally whiffed. I'll play Close Call. Reroll 1 dice or reroll. Oh, I can't play this. I can't play that on a reaction. So I totally whiffed. Totally whiffed means nothing happens. I take 2 damage and I lose a great card. So here we go. This might be a quick game. All right. And then he's going to target an NPC and move towards them. So this guy, he's going over here.
I was just looking at my favorite thing.
What?
Somebody calling this country a democracy. Because we're not a democracy.
Constitutional republic.
That's absolutely right. And it's and they always say, we got to save the democracy. What democracy? Thank God we're not a democracy. We're a disaster.
Democracy
it's already
is
a disaster. Mob rule. They want mob rule because then New York and California can get everybody they want.
Okay, so I have 3 hit points left. It's the top of my round. I will focus. All right, so he came out and stabbed me. I'm going to focus. The reason why I focus first is I keep trying to get the 3rd dice before I do anything. Okay, I get I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. So I get 1 success. So I go here, but I lose 1 time. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, so I'm telling myself, focus. I'm going to play a second focus card. Okay, 1 success. Excellent. So I'm in the green, but I lose a time. That's fine. So now I have 3 dice. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a short rest because I'm damaged, but I get 3 dice. Nice. I get 2 successes. So I heal 2 back and I don't spend any time doing that. Nice. Okay. So my maximum hit points are 5. So 1.
So this is a complete solo game.
Yeah. 2 people cannot play.
That's interesting.
But you know what's funny? I had my friend Adam come over a couple of weeks ago and he played and I just sat here and coached him, and then
that's a way to do it.
You know what I mean? Like, so I just love this is the game I'm gonna play tomorrow night is Nemo's War. That was my favorite solo game. This is now my favorite solo game. All right, so now I'm going to walk right into his space. So here's my walk card, but now I get 3 dice. 2 successes. So I can move 2 spaces. So I'm going to walk here, and I could use the other spot. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to use the other walk and go over here. And I don't know if you could see it, but there's a little doorway exit right there. So this guy escapes. Bing! And because he escapes, I could put him on my card. You see, I could put him on the card, and where he covers, I get that little ability. Okay, so I'm going to put him on the horror. So the horror's over here. So I'm trying to keep that 3 dice zone. Okay, make sense? Okay, 6 people watching. Wow. Say hello, guys. Introduce yourself. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
It's only Pops. You know what?
Well, I'm scared of Pops. But I decided to come on anyway.
So what should I do? Should I attack him or should I? You know what? I got 2 guards and I got a critical blow. So I am actually going to go into his space so I'm going to walk into his space. Let's see what happens. While I got 3 dice, I don't think I'm going to get more powerful than this for a long time.
Hey, Starling.
Totally whiffed. And I'm going to save my close calls for attacking. So because I totally whiffed, I got a choice. I could take 1 damage and move, or I could just take 2. So I'm just going to lose 2 time because I don't want to take any damage. So I can't walk anymore. So you know what? I'm going to end my turn right there. I have 2 time left. What do I want for 2? Okay, I could take a search. I could take a sprint. Okay, what do you think I should take? Search or sprint? What do you guys think? Pops, Marcus, what do you guys think?
I'm thinking search.
Yeah, because he's in the spot where I could search. Maybe I could find a weapon. All right, so I'm taking search. Right. So that goes to 0. Once I go to 0, I set it back to 6, and then I take whatever's in there, and then I put these back. Okay, so this is my new hand of cards, and now Hans goes. Hans?
I have a hot take. You want to hear this one?
Sure.
I hate Deadpool.
Me too. I don't like Deadpool.
Oh, you do? I wondered about it. I can't. It's not one of my characters. I just, I saw some of the movie once. I just don't like Deadpool.
I saw the first movie. I liked it, but I'm not a Deadpool fan.
I don't like Harley Quinn either, unless she's in the animated show.
I don't like Harley Quinn. I don't like Deadpool.
I like Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner, but I don't like Harley Quinn.
I hate to say it, but I don't like Rob Liefeld's. I don't like Cable. I don't like Deadpool.
I don't like Rob Liefeld's stuff at all. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I do like him.
He's a good follow, and Dan. It's hard to hate him because Dan Franker really loves him. Dan Franker's a great person.
Oh, why? I don't hate Rob.
I don't mean hate. There's that comic hate. I mean, there's too much like going back and forth with these people. I understand what the 13-year-olds liked about Rob, but he's a year younger than I am. We all read the same comic. I don't know how he ended up drawing the way he did.
I don't like any character that breaks the fourth wall. I couldn't even stand Groucho Marx when he did it. Not Groucho Marx, George Burns.
Right.
Maybe things are starting to go away. Draw the top card of any item. Can you see that? Draw the top card of any item. Wow, we got lucky. I'm going to draw. I'm as far away from the cabins as possible, so I'll never be able to get here. So I'm going to draw from the cabins. Let's see what we got. Let's see what Laurie needs. Oh, she got some pepper spray, a few squirts in the eyes, and I think twice about messing with this girl. And you see it's got one hand, so it's going to take one hand. If the killer is in your space, you may discard this to immediately end the killer phase. Ignore the remaining movement. Oh, nice. So I'm going to put this in a hand. I could, two hands. I could put two cards in here or one card in the middle, meaning both hands are being used. Right? This game looks complicated, right? But what do you guys think? So far, it's making sense, right?
It makes sense. It does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's runner. It's fight or flight.
It's what I say. It's complex, but it's not complicated. Complex to me means there's a lot of moving parts, but it's intuitive. But complicated means it just doesn't make sense. Like there's one board game that I have. I think it's called Asgard. Man, I've never played it, and it's one of the first games I ever bought.
I think my son has Asgard. That sounds familiar. I got to get a list of. He did it. I wish I could access this. He did a Twitch stream, and he has headphones and a microphone. By the way, he did a Twitch stream of his top 20 favorite games. I'll have to go on his channel and see if I can find it.
Okay.
He plays
I'm going to be
bold
this
weekend.
I'm going to be bold and go right into Hans's space because. I got a bunch of attack cards. I got 2 defense cards, and I got pepper spray. So this turn, at least, I could probably do a lot. So I got 1 success on walk, so I could move 1 space, which is all I want for 1 time. So, ta-da! I'm charging up to Hans. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play that search card that Dark Alchemy told me to get because maybe I'll find something that'll help me. So I'm gonna search. Oh wow, I got 2 stars. So take the top 2 item cards of your space and choose one. Place the other one top face up or underneath face down, and that cost me 1 time. So I have to get up because I don't want to knock into the tripod. But if you see this, there's 3 areas that you could search. This is the docks. So I'm taking the top 2 cards from the docks. And then, an aluminum bat. Oh, wow. Or whenever you would flip
the fences, baby.
Yeah, aluminum bat or my bow and arrow. Laurie, this is a special item that each final girl has their own item. So this automatically does 1 damage whenever you would, but it costs 2 hands. This is also 2 hands. It cannot modify an action card. It must be used without one. It costs 1 time to fire an arrow. So, wow, I could just keep pelting him. Whenever you inflict damage to the killer with the aluminum bat, you must immediately discard You may immediately discard a minor dark power. You know what? I'm going to take the bow, but I'm not putting it in my hand. I'm putting it in my back pot. The aluminum bat, I'm putting it on tap so I could get that later. When the horror goes up, you flip over one of these cards and he gets a dark power that makes him more, he's just going to level up. I could hit him with the baseball bat and he could lose that power. So let's get that coming. So I searched. Nice. I already took the time off. So now I got a bow. That is excellent. So you know what I'm going to do? I will.
They don't have a bat wrapped in barbed wire. Isn't that what's in?
The Negan
like in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna this search goes into the
Mick Foley did it first, just saying.
That's right, Mick Foley did do it first. You're absolutely right. That's probably where he got the idea.
Who did it first? I didn't hear what you were saying.
Mick Foley.
Who's that?
The wrestler.
Oh my God!
Which one? Which he did? Which character was it again? Cat White. That's right.
Total whiff. So I'm gonna play close call. Reroll all dice for 2. So I'm gonna spend 2 time, and I get to reroll all the dice. Okay, so that is 1 success. I'm gonna play another close call. That just lets me re-roll another die. I'm gonna re-roll this. Damn it. Okay, so I can't complain. So this is pretty cool. We do 2 damage to Hans. I reduce the horror, but I'm at the maximum. So instead I recover time, but it's at the end of my turn. There's nothing else I could do. So that goes there, which sucks because I wanted to use the bow on him. So now he's going to attack me. Well, I get to plan. I have 3 points of planning. Do you understand? The time that I have left is now currency to buy other cards.
Right.
So I have 3. What can I get for 3? I will use improvise. I'll get an improvised card. That goes to 0 and then reset. All right. These cards come back to my hand. These all go back. I can't believe I did a critical blow already. All right. So now it is his turn. I do not want to waste the pepper spray because I have 2 guard cards, where I could ignore damage, and I have the pepper spray. So let's see. So he goes. He's immediately going to attack me. So he automatically does 2 damage. So I will I'll play guard. It's blue, so I can play it on his turn. I have 3 dice. Oh. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use the pepper spray. So he's all messed up. That ends his whole turn.
Go ahead, just piss him off.
Yeah. That ends his turn. All right. So now it is my turn. What do I want to do? I will do a weak attack. Nice. I get 2 successes, so that I do 1 damage to him. Nice. That's nice. I like that. And then I will. At the reset phase, resets. I could put that in my hand. So I'm going to use the bow. I need to roll a 1 to 3, and I do 1 damage to him. 3. Can you see that? That cost me 1 time, and I do 1 damage to him. It doesn't say I can only use it once, so I'm going to use it again. It just cost me time. 4. I miss, but that cost me time. See, I have these guard cards, so I could block him. Do I have a walk? Yeah, I'm gonna try one more shot with the bow. 1. Okay, that cost me another 1 and takes off another damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I must have put one of his here because I have a total of 5. All right, and now I'm going to get out of here. I'll play walk. I got 1 success. And I'll discard these 2 focuses to make it 2 successes so I can move 2 spaces. I'm going to go jump in the water, save this kid who's panicking, and then go over here. Okay? So that was the sexy scene where Laurie takes off her shirt into a bra and jumps in the water. It's an 80s horror movie, guys. We gotta have that stuff. How we doing? we got 6 people watching. Just out of curiosity, could you say hello, or just to let me know who's there? All right, and I'm gonna stop there. I got 3 time to buy stuff to plan, so I will get a distraction card. That brings me to 0, which puts me back to 6. Now Hans is gonna go. So his first action is he's gonna kill. There's nobody there. Now we're going to flip over a terror card. How could there be so many traps? If there are no item traps cards in the item discard pile, discard or draw the next. If there are no item trap cards. Okay, so there are no traps. Some of those items are traps. Okay, so I got to. So this card just gets burnt, which sucks because there's only 10 terror cards.
Hello, Jimmy Rizzo, DC Miller.
Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Jimmy Rizzo? Test. What are you testing? Oh, hello, John. Still watching and waiting for your final kill. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So that girl, what's her name? She can help us. Place 2 new victims in the space where you started the game. Okay. Where did I start? I started. I started right here. So these 2 show up. The horror increases, which I'm still in the greens, and then flip over another event card. Let's see what the event card says. These are fresh meat. Can you read that? Fresh meat. Welcome to Camp Happy Trails. We'll make memories that will last until you die. Place 2 new victims at the cabins. Uh-oh. 2 new victims at the cabins. So
you're turning this into a meat market.
So, okay. 2 new victims at the dock. Uh-oh, these guys are dead. At the dock. That's exactly where Hans is. Hey, what's that noise out there? And 2 victims at the fire pit. Okay. And then discard this card. Okay, so it doesn't take, because there can only be 3 events. So that card is discarded. So there could still, there could be another event. All right. And now this is called the refresh phase. The victim closest to, there's something about this, because that Death Wish card, during the refresh phase, 1 victim will walk towards Hans, but there's somebody already there. So that's the closest. They're already with them. So this guy's just like, oh no, I hate my life. He's some goth guy who just thinks it's romantic to die. Oh, this walk card should have came back into my hand. And then I put these cards back into their area. Focus. We can tap. Okay. So now it is the top of my turn. These are my cards. Okay. I don't have any attack cards. All right.
You have a distraction card. Can you distract him from killing those 2 people?
What distraction does is I could gain time and lower the horror. So I'm just keeping this reserved because I'm already, you can't see, but I'm already in the calm zone, so I get 3 dice.
No, I was just wondering if the distraction was able to distract him while you escape with people.
Hey, that's a good question.
Yeah, it's not proper. If you ask me, it's not really
right.
I need some sort of distraction to buy myself. Yeah, so thematically, I guess I throw a rock and he runs away or whatever. I get more time and the horror goes down. All right, so I think I want to. I just think it's funny because this space is called Makeout Point. There's 1 guy there by himself. I don't know what he's doing at Makeout Point by himself. Hey, John, came for the comic talk. Staying for whatever this is. Thank you, Ferraro. Yeah, I normally talk comics. I got some furlough time. I'm a construction worker. I'm off for 4 weeks, so I might as well. I was going to play these games anyway, so I might as well play them live, and let you guys talk to you guys, So that's what we're doing. I call this my hands solo. So these are my hands playing a solo game.
Yeah,
yes,
we call them game demos for people that are watching. You can see how it plays. You can see whether or not it's something you might be interested in buying. That's the same thing.
I make more money off of this.
I mean, it's the same thing Chris and I do. We go out and we demo some games. We let people see them and see if they like them. I You know.
So I will. I have to do this. So we surprise the guy at makeout point. What are you doing? I wasn't doing anything. As he pulls up his pants. Okay. So, and then I will do nothing. All right. So I do nothing. Oh, but I walked once, so that cost me time. All right. So I'll put these dice in the spot, and now I have 5. I have 5 to buy cards. So what do I want to buy? I definitely want a Furious Strike, and then a Close Call. Close Calls are the cards that let me reroll cards. Oh, I read this wrong. Reroll after any horror roll. So I could have played this when it wasn't my turn. So these cards come back to my hand. That goes there. All right. This will go here. And now it's Hans's turn. So Hans, he's going to target a victim. So he's killing somebody at the dock. Boom, boom. The new people who showed up at the wrong time. His bloodlust goes up.
Uh-oh.
So his bloodlust goes up, which means the horror. So now I'm getting scared. I lose my ability to roll 3 dice. I'm only in the 2 dice zone. That sucks. And even worse, I draw a terror card. Horrific Hammer Rush. If there are no victims on the board, but there are otherwise, he targets a victim. He moves towards the victim, but he's not going to move because there's a victim in the spot. And he kills. He does 2 attacks, but there's only 1. So he kills again. Which increases his bloodlust. And for each victim killed during this attack, the horror goes. So, I'm getting scared and scared. So there he goes. There's just death all over the death at the docks. Death at the docks. Oh, yeah. Madness. Hey, Jimmy. Okay. I just, after every turn I try. Now, this is called the reset phase. At this phase, I'd be able to change the items in my backpack. And because of that event card, one victim will move 1 space closer to Hans. So this person is the closest. So he's going to move 1 space closer. That card is going to make him get powerful really quick. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm at makeout point, and I will.
2 people, John.
Yeah, with 2 people. One guy was by himself. Me and the girl that ran naked into the water. So I get 2
only one's going to leave alive.
So now I'm going to focus. I'm going to try to calm everybody down. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Nobody wants to calm down. So I don't want to discard any cards. So I will use a Close Call card to re-roll both of these dice. But that cost me 2 time. So I got 1 success. Okay, 1 success will reduce the horror by 1. But I'll reduce the time by 1. All right, that's fine. I will use my other focus card because I'm trying to get into the green so I can have 3 cards. Oh, that really, really blows.
I thought you were supposed to be reading comics on your furlough.
Oh, yeah, I've been doing that all day, too.
You 8 unread boxes. I mean, come on.
I know.
That's one of the reasons why I started giving up some of the going all the time. Because I used to not read them. I used to go to my guy, and I would have a list, and I didn't want to. They got so expensive. They got so many that they didn't want to pick some of them up, and I would have this huge bag and only take like a quarter of it. My wife went in for my birthday one time and cleared out the whole bag.
Unbelievable.
All these crappy Valiant comics.
So I totally failed. Okay, so I could reduce the horror, but I don't have 4 time to spend, so I have to increase the horror. So that whole turn, I wasted this turn talking to the masturbator by himself, trying to put your pants on, we gotta go. Oh my God, what a waste. So I can't play any more time because I don't have any more time to spend, and I don't get any more cards. That was the worst. So this card comes
no
0, and then I got to put these cards back over here, this card back over here, the distraction card back over here, reset that, and now Hans goes. That was the worst. All right. So Hans, his basic attack is he kills somebody in a space, but there's nobody in the space. So I reach over for a terror card. Oh man. Hans wants me. He's always wanted me. He's targeting me. He gets 2 movement. For each movement he moves, so he's going to move 2, but the good thing is he's ignoring everybody else. So Hans jumps into the lake. Now he's by the cliffs, and then he stabs, but there's nobody there. But he's I could hear him breathing. Look at that. Oh man, he's right there. All right, so now I start my turn with all of these cards. And the only way to move is through him, and the people don't follow me into his space. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do nothing. Guys, get ready. He's coming. So now that gives me 6 to deal with. So I'm going to take a 4-point retaliate. And then what can I do for 2? I'll take these 2 close calls.
I'd push them 2 in the water and tell them they better swim for their life.
So that was what we call a deal with it. All right. Now his first attack, he kills who's ever in his spot, which he has nobody in his spot. This is the second to the last terror card, so it's about to get real. He just keeps coming. So he's going to target me and move 1. Oh, first increase the horror. Then he's going to come to me and attack. So he's attacking me, not the victims. So he's going to do 2 damage, but I prepared for this. So I am going to play retaliate. Okay, because it's a blue card. Blue cards I could play on his side. Unfortunately, I only get 2 dice. Oh, look at that. I totally whiffed. Okay, so I'm going to play close call, but I can only roll 1 dice. Oh my God. I'm going to play my other close call. I can only roll 1 die. Okay, so I got 1 success. Reduce the damage by 2, so I take no damage, and then I deal 1 damage. So I retaliated. All right. So that's what you got to do. You got to fill your hand with these blue. You know what I mean? That's like. Okay, so now he doesn't kill. He did his 2 turns, so now it's my turn. Okay, so.
You better get them kids out there. I told you, push them in the water, tell them go swimming.
I know. Well, I'm not connected to the water there. So the first thing I'm going to do is focus. Okay? Focus. I get 2 dice. I'm trying to calm down so I can roll more dice. Okay, I got 1 success. I do not want to discard any of the cards. So 1 success. Can you see that? Reduces the horror, but I lose a time. That's fine. That's a good trade. I'll play my other focus. Same thing. That and that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so now I will do a furious strike. Let's see. All right, I'm going to play improvise. I should have played this first. So improvise. All right, I'll play. I roll 2 dice. 1 success. So 1 success. For the next horror roll, all 3s and 4s are also successes. So 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s are successes. All right. For the next horror roll. All right. So for the next horror roll is going to be a furious strike. All right. 3s and 4s are also successes. These are 3s. So 2 successes is I do 2 damage to him. And more importantly, it reduces the horror. So yes. Unfortunately, this card also goes away. So I furiously struck him. Now I will do a weak attack. I mean, why not? So I get 3 dice now. Nice. 2 successes. I do 1 damage to him. Nice. He only has 4 hit points left. Okay, we'll do that so you can see. Nice. I don't have any other. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shoot him with the bow. That costs 1 time. I roll 1 dice. A 1, 2, or 3 is a success. I rolled a 5. Of course, I rolled a 5. I think I'm going to get while the getting is good. So I will start walking out of there. Unbelievable. So I will move
now
one.
Back's turn. He's about to smack you back.
I go to leave. He punches me in the back as I leave, but I also get these guys out of here. That costs me 2 time. I will play another walk while I have 3 dice. 2 successes. I can move 2 spaces. Nice. So I will go 1, 2. And look at this. This is an exit, so I could get 3 victims to leave. So what I will do is I will 1 reward will be to heal 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm at full. The next thing I will do is I'll get 2 time. So this will give me 2 time, and then this will give me 2 time. Nice. So I have 5 time in which to prepare. I have a short rest, which I don't need. I'm at full, and I have guard and guard. This should protect me in case he attacks. He could still make it there. You never know, because there's 1 terror card left. I have no idea what that is. But look at this. I played a lot of cards, but then, I have 5. So what could I do for 5? Long rest, planning, distraction. You see, those attack cards need to cool down. I can't just buy them now. So I'm going to take improvise. That worked out good. And now I have a 2. So I'll take sprint. So that's my hand for next turn. And then I have to put these back. So all the zeros go back here. The improvise goes here. Furious strike. Focus. Retaliate. Close call. You see, now they're available to buy again. But, that's a cooldown. Like I said, managing your hand is the most important part of this game. So now put that back to 6. He goes. First thing he does is kill anybody in his spot. Nobody's in his spot. Then the last
And that cabin's full of people right there.
Dark Feast. So the horror just increases. For every victim is dead, Hans recovers hits. Oh no! So 3 people. So he's going to recover 3 hit points.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So Hans just eats bodies. Hans is a cannibal now. It is official. Hans is in there just eating Jimmy the Masturbator. That's what I like. I like turning it into a story. Could you guys see how this is kind of like an 80s horror movie?
Them boys was whacking it in my cabin.
Yep. There's always like that Crispin Glover character that acts like a goofball in all these horror movies.
I was thinking King of the Hill.
Oh, okay.
Beavis and Butthead.
So I have sprint, improvise.
Beavis and Butthead was great. The old guy. Oh, kids was whacking it in my cabin.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run to the cabins because there's a whole bunch of people there. So I'm going to sprint. Yeah. So I don't have any. Okay, I don't have any improvised cards. So I'm going to sprint. You know what? Everybody's kind of. I'm doing nothing. I'm just going to hang out there. I'm going to end my turn right there. That gives me 6 points. 6 points, and then I'm going to get all of these. So I'm going to take a critical blow. That's 6. So that takes care of all the cards. And then I get all of my, I get a walk, I get a weak attack, focus. So I get a whole bunch of cards left. So I'm just hanging out there like, oh my God. Oh my God. All right. So now he's going to go. Now there's no there's no terror cards left. So whenever there's no terror cards left, we flip this over, and these are random. This is called the finale. So he just went cannibal crazy. Dark, dark, darkest. Draw a second dark power card when this is revealed. Oh no. So he gets, whenever Hans attacks you at least once, he attacks an additional time. Oh my god. So now he's at full power. Oh man, that just stinks. All right. Because this card wasn't supposed to get flipped until this gets up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that just stinks. So he's at full power. So he just went cannibal happy, ate a body, and powered up. And I didn't show you this. I should show you this. Okay, so these are random. So there's 6 of these cards. So this card is, he's going to target me first, but if an NPC is closer, then he's going to get 2 movement points. Right now, for each movement point, he moves a space. So he's going to be able to move twice, and then he attacks once. Right now, his attack does 2 damage. But whenever Hans attacks you at least once, he can attack additional time. So if he is attacking me, he can attack me twice. You know? So now he's basically at max power. But but there's no more terror cards, so that's it. All right, so now he's just at a rampage. The music is swelling, and so now he will target me, or this, whatever's close. Oh, I'm supposed to move somebody. The one that's closest to him is supposed to move 1 spot, so this guy will move 1 closer. So he's going to move twice now. 1, 2, and then he attacks. Luckily, there's nobody in the space. All right, now it's my turn. I will focus because I want to get to 3 cards. Nice. I got 1 success. That's really all I needed. 1 success puts me into the green, but I lose a time. All right. So then I put this into the played card area. I want to sprint. I really want to rescue all those people. Okay. These guys are dead. Those guys are dead. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. Do I want to discard anything else? I will discard short rest and a walk card. So that turns this into 2 successes. For 2 successes, I could run 3 spaces. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So look at all this. I got all these people over here. Nice. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
So,
come on, guys. He's coming. He ate Jimmy. And this one's name is Henrietta. Henrietta goes, Jimmy the masturbator? Yes, he ate him. Gross. Let's go. So I'm not going to play a weak attack. What am I talking about? I'm going to play walk. So I'm going to try to, come on, guys, form a single file. Single file, guys. Let's go.
Got this guy in the back.
2 successes. Nice. So I can move 2 spaces. 2 spaces, and it cost me 1 time. Nice. So I'm going to go 1, 2. But I rescue all of these people. All of these people get rescued. This one. So these 2. I get to move, and then I go here, and then I can move another space. I'll go into the cabin. This is take an action card of 2 or better. So since I'm in the cabin, I'll take a search. And the rest of these guys got saved. So they don't, there's, let me see. I get to flip this over, and now I get a power. Oh, wow. Oh, I was about to give this up. I was about to give up these. Okay, so then look at this. So it says, whenever you are in the same space as the enemy and inflict damage, do an additional damage. For each additional victim saved, receive time. I was about to throw these back. I didn't think they meant anything. So look at all this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just got 6 time.
Here you go.
So I'm at 10 time. Holy moly. All
What's
right.
up, Hunter?
Oh, wow. Oh, I thought somebody else showed up. Hey, Haldir.
Yeah. Haldir's in chat.
Haldir, did your glass show up yet? I mailed it on Saturday. Let me know when your glass showed up. Do me 2 favors, Haldir. Let me know when it showed up. Well, 3 favors. Let me know if it showed up intact, and then take a picture of yourself drinking a beer out of it. You know, I'm trying to do some promotion. Nick X is getting on my case because I'm not promoting, and he's absolutely right. All right, so now I got all this time. The box looks like an OVH. Yes. Can I still get these games? Yes, it's Van Ryder Games. Marcus, would you be able to find Van Ryder Games website and put a link in the description? Van Ryder Games, RYDER. You could still get them. And if you go to Indigo, I think it's Kickstarter. They're having late pledges and you could get all 3 seasons, but you know, it's a couple bucks. I think Marcus fell asleep. Look at him. All right, so I'm in the cabins. I'm gonna play a search card. But Dark Alchemy, if Marcus, did you wake up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Yeah, we were goofing on you.
It's getting that time. I didn't have any coffee.
Yeah,
if I know you're gonna be on, I'll have coffee. I'll be able to stay up.
I got coffee.
I don't want to make it at night sometimes because then I'm up at 3 and I can't go back to sleep. I sleep in like 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll sleep like 5 to 6 hours.
You know, I find that 6 hours is the best. Oh wow, I got an archery bow.
So staying up to midnight's not that big a deal for me, but you know.
Okay.
All right, so I will bid you guys a good night.
Hey, thanks for showing up.
Hey, no problem. It's fun. I'll try to contribute more next time. I'll see if I can get that list. I'll write it down and I'll say, "Oh, do you have this game? Do you have this game?" All right. Good night.
Hey, Pops, I'm gonna make you a moderator on my channel, okay?
All right.
So if this starts echoing for a second, everybody bear with me for a second because I got to open up Pop's comment.
Let me get yours opened up here. And same deal. If you hear an echo for a second, it'll only be for a second.
Aldir, I'm going to make you a moderator too.
There it is. Took me a minute to find it. Right.
What's better, a standard moderator or a managing moderator?
Yeah, standard. Man, you don't want people to be able to mess with your channel. You just
I got it. Okay. So Pops, did you comment? Okay. It's the bottom comment, so it's all it is giving me. Oh, there we go. Say one more thing.
Still not.
There we go. All right, there we go. Hey, Pops, can you look up Van Ryder Games and put their link? Or Kickstarter for I think it's on Kickstarter right now. Late pledge. You could pledge for this. What do I want to do?
Girl by AJ Porforio.
No, it's Van Ryder Games.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy's name. The guy who created it. It's,
I can't see his name.
AJ Porforio or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have any more movement cards, so I have to end my turn there, which is not bad because I have 9. I have 9 time to buy stuff, so I'm definitely getting Furious Strike, which is 4. So that puts me down to 5. I will get a Retaliate, which brings me down to 1, and then a Close Call. Okay, so there we go. That was nice. Then these cards go back into where they're supposed to go. Now he goes. Okay, so he's going to target me or a victim, whoever's closer. He's going to move towards them, and he kills. So now this goes up. The horror goes down. So I just lost my third dice. His damage is going up. That's so he's just going to go on a murder rampage right now. He's going on a murder.
I thought you had him until he got them hit points back, and then I was
like, I had him on the ropes. It's never that easy. It's never that easy. Oh, so cool. So who was just asking about this game? If you go to here, Van Ryder Games Final Girl Series, that's for Series 3. This is Series 1 that I'm playing, but I think you could get Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3. But keep in mind, you're paying like that's going to be like $200-$300, I think, to get everything. But you don't need all the series. You don't need all the series. This is from Series 1.
Pledge is open, so I think you can still pledge on it.
See, that's the box to Series 1. And it does. It looks like old VHS tapes. The box with all the basic stuff looks like a VHS player. It's really, really cool. The production on this, if you get the base, like if you just buy the small boxes, the episode boxes, you get meeples. You don't get but if you get the whole series, you're going to get the upgraded pieces, the upgraded components. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. You look at you in the darkness, man. You look like Hans over there. You don't need everything. Am I really? No. Well, you don't need everything. I need everything. Okay. Let's make this clear. Let's make this absolutely clear. You might be a normal person, but me, I'm a crazy person. I need everything.
Yeah, that's what he said. Is he really talking to John? You don't need everything.
So I'm loaded up with some good cards right now. So I'm gonna go after Hans. So I'm gonna go after Hans. Actually, I'm not gonna go after Hans. I can't even move.
Yeah, you got no sprint. You can't go after him.
I can't move. I can't do anything. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Improvise.
focus.
What does improvise do?
Improvise until this action. If I get 2 successes for the whole action phase, 3s and 4s are successes. If I get 1 success for the next roll, only 3s and 4s are successes. So I play that when Hans is in my area to really. It's one of the cards that you just want to have in your hand. Oh, that is excellent. 2 successes. 2 successes reduces the horror. Oh, and this should have been at 6, and it increases the time. So that was the best possible outcome. I still can't do anything. I forgot to get movement cards. So that just means that guy over there is going to die.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it. I will.
That's okay. You've saved way more than he's killed. You're doing
look. Yeah, I saved so many people. This was the best I've ever saved. But even if I die, I'm going to feel good that I saved this many people. All right. So
my problem is
I'm going to end my turn on an 8. So I have 8.
All them people get saved. Not one of them's calling the police to come help you.
Well, this is also the 80s. There's no cell phones. So I took a planning card, and you know what? I'm taking 2 sprint cards. I got to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Now I could move. So since I'm end of my turn, I go back to there. I pick up the cards that are in this, and I put that over there. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. Now Hans is going to go. Hans is going to move to the nearest victim. So he's going to go up here to the utility shed, kill that guy. He kills that guy. Okay, so now a second dark power is unleashed. For every attack Hans attacks you and each victim. For every attack. So if he hits me, he could also hit a victim in my space. Okay, so that just means don't go anywhere near him. Oh, Haldir's already using the moderator abilities. Cool. Sign up for John's Substack, Heroic Tales News. Yes, thank you, Haldir. From Winnipeg, Canadians. All right. So now what do I want to do? I don't have any searches. I never got a search. Okay, so I don't have any search cards. And again, there's no hand limit. So I will
Can you go save them other two guys that are still on the board while he's way the heck over there?
I don't know. I think I want them. Yeah, I could save them. That's not a bad idea. But all it's going to get me is if I save them now, I'm just going to get one time. So how much, you know what I mean? So I think I'm just going to rush at him. So I will sprint. Here's a sprint card. Because I'm over here, I get 3 dice. You know what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to focus. I get 3. Why am I focusing? Because if the horror drops, I'm going to lose a die. That don't look good. That is unbelievable. So that failed. So I just lose 2 time. Damn it. And here's my other focus. So I can't do anything like that again. All right.
That hurt.
Yeah, that kind of hurt. All right. All right. So I will, you know what I'm going to do? This might be dumb, but I am going to, now he's going to come to me. He will be on my spot next turn. So I'm hanging out at the cabins. I'm hiding. I'm going into the shower, shutting the shower, getting ready for him. I have.
What's the range on the bows?
Same space.
Okay.
So I'm going to wait for him. So I have 4. So what am I going to do?
That's something that I would change. I would make the bow like a 2 space range.
So that, and I'll get that. Okay.
You know what I mean? If I was developing the game, it's not like you're hitting dude with a knife. It's like you got a bow. You should be able to tag him from a couple spaces away. You know?
Oh, okay. I used this twice. Okay. I see now. It's not as good as I thought it was. I see. So I used it twice. There's little circles on it. Every time you use it, you put one of these on. When I put the third one on, I'm done with the bow. Okay. So I used it twice. So he's going to go. So he's going to target me first, and I'm closer. So he's going to go. He has 2 boots. Each boot gives him 2 spaces. So this is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And there's nobody there to kill. There's no terror cards. So now it is my turn. All right. This is the upkeep phase. I've been forgetting to do this. The victim that's closest to him moves towards him because this death wish is still in effect. So that what's going on? Laurie! Stupid idiots over there. John is big in Canada. Well, my wife is Canadian. She's from Winnipeg. And I love Tim Hortons coffee, and I love Smokes Patinery. I wish they would open up a Smokes Patinery around here. All right, so now it's my turn. First thing I'm going to do is I got 3 dice. So I'm going to try to attack him. So I will improvise. Okay, so I'm going to improvise. I get 3 dice to improvise. Oh, God. Do I want to discard any? I could discard I want 2 successes. I'm going to discard short rest, and I will discard. I do not want to discard any of these. I'll discard walk. Okay, so that turns this into 2 successes. Okay, now for 2 successes until this action phase ends. So until I'm done playing all my cards, 3s and 4s are counted as successes. Okay, so that is totally awesome. So I got 3. So now I'm going to focus. I got 2 successes. So this, I'm just shoring up my bets, and I get 2 more time. Nice. Okay. The improvise is still in effect for this whole turn. That's what improvise does. It lets me, I'm thinking on my feet now. So now I'm going to walk right into this guy. I have 3 dice. 3s and 4s counted as successes. So only 1s and 2s are failures right now. So I have 3 successes. So I can move 2 spaces. So I come walking in. Hans, like Thor said in Kurt Busiek's Avengers of Ultron, I will have words with thee. So what do? I'm going to plan. I'm going to plan. Okay. Planning. 2 successes. So for 2 successes, for the next horror roll, I get 3 extra dice. So I get 6 dice. And what am I going to do? I'm going to furiously strike him.
Yeah, furious strike. Get him.
And I have 6 dice. Oh my
Holy
God.
crap, man. Who taught you how to roll, dude?
I know. This is a 1, 2, 1, 1. So these are all bad, but 2 4s. And because of my improvise, these are counted as successes. So I got 2 successes. So I got 2 damage and my horror. So he's going to take 2 damage. My horror is at the maximum. So that gives me extra time. This goes away. And whenever you're on the same space as the enemy and inflict damage, do an additional damage. So boom. So I just halved him right there. Now, these 3 dice go away, but that was just like, I just walked up to him and just, whatever I did. I don't know. What did I do? I clocked him.
Furious strike. You hit him
I
in the
furiously struck him. And now,
throat.
now I will do a critical blow. Oh, I should have done critical blow instead of oh well. Critical blow. Look at that. 3 damage. And I reduced the horror. So my time is getting better. So I did 3 damage.
And he's on the ropes, dude.
I did 3 damage, but look at this 3 damage. And because of this, I do another damage.
Bang.
So now this, I flip it over. He's dead. I beat him.
Yeah.
I beat Hans. Wow, that was fun. That was fun.
You got to beat him this time. That's good.
I got to beat him this time. And like I said, this was going to be my last time playing win or lose. So, I don't want to bore everybody and then, play in the same game. So guys, you're looking at the face of a woman who ain't taking no shit. I might come back to this game because I really, really, really dig this game. It's so much fun. You guys watching this? I got 6 people watching. What did you think? I can't believe I beat it, but you really have to plan. I mean, of course that there's luck involved, but you gotta plan.
Yeah.
It's hand management. It's such a fun game.
Once you know what you need to do, then it looks like you can beat it. And obviously, after the dice gotta help, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, there's a lot of dice, but dice mitigation, probabilities. If I may, Ron, how do you say his name? Ron Mosicki. Ron Mosicki. His wife sent me a box of cookies. Oh my God!
Yeah, she sent me a box like that a while back too.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh my
yeah.
God. It's funny because my wife is like, what you spend all this time, video and blah blah blah. You spending money, and then today I got a box of cookies. She's like looking at. She was holding the camera while I was opening it, and I showed her the cinnamon. Her face melted. She was like, "Oh my God!" So finally, my channel did something that my wife approves of.
Her cookies are good. Look. Yeah. Brittany, she makes some bomb cookies, bro. She sent me a box with all kinds of different ones, right?
Yeah, me too.
Variety, right? I was just like, man, every one of them was good. I had to fight the kids off, keep them away from my box of cookies and shit. It was like,
I have 2 refrigerators now. So I have a refrigerator right over here. And this refrigerator, if you come over and play games, you don't even ask. You can walk into that refrigerator, take anything you want out of that fridge. That box of cookies upstairs. I'm not sharing. I got this thing where anytime a package comes for Grandpa, the grandkids all want to know what's in it. Because comics, it's always something cool, right? It's always that box of cookies.
Yeah, I had to fight them kids out. Back, get back. You're mine.
I also played. I had my friend Adam, my friend Bex, and my friend Lissa came over, and we played a game called Dinosaur Island. So I'm probably, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to set up the game and just make a short video about that. Every time I play a game, I'll make a video, and then gonna make
like you said, Chris.
What you're reading.
Chris and I like to go out and demo games, and even if it's more than one player, we figured out a good system for actually doing tabletops online. Chris has a good setup for it, so he can set it all up on the table and with the camera on the overhead, and he knows the rules. He runs the game, and everybody just says what they want to do and rolls their dice. You know?
Do you know how to set up a second camera so I could?
You see your share screen?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing that does share screen, above it, you should see where it says extra camera.
It says Microsoft Edge window entire screen.
No, don't hit share screen. Just hit the present button and see that menu that pops up. If you have a second camera,
okay.
If you have a second camera plugged in, you just hit it and it'll pop right up for you.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I never noticed that.
Most people use their phone as like the display camera overhead on a boom, pointed down at the game, and then they, have their computer or whatever.
Oh, maybe I'll try that. Because I just bought. I got to upgrade my StreamYard then, because it says upgrade to share. So I guess I got to upgrade. But I just bought an overhead boom, so maybe I could set it up on to play board games.
Yeah, that's why we pay for the pro StreamYard for everybody in the network, so they have all the bells and whistles when they do their shows. Screw that paying $50 a month.
It's $50 a month. I ain't upgrading then.
You see what I'm saying? It's like you come over here, you could pay $50 for the year and have all the bells and whistles all year round instead of just for 1 month. We do our best, man, to make it simpler for people to be able to do this, man. Hell, we got 10 studios and 2 or 3 people sharing each one, doing shows. It's all just rotating, and it's obviously scheduling is big. I have to keep track but man, everybody shows up. They do what they're supposed to do. If they can't make their show for some reason, they'll send me like a recorded episode to play in the spot, so there's no dead air. Everybody takes this seriously, so I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't mind running the network if everybody's going to do what they're supposed to do. I'm having fun. So, I appreciate you letting me hang out. Yeah, the Pop-O-Matic bubble. I like that idea. DC for your dice. Just the problem is that the amount of dice change. You'd have to keep opening it up and throwing dice in or taking.
Yeah, it won't work on this. Yeah, but I remember.
That's my boy, old Dirty Fatty, right there. I love that dude. He's great.
Oh yeah, man! I got to sleep till like 9 o'clock today. It was awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I woke up at 9. Well, my wife, she was working from home, and supposedly it's gonna be like 10 inches of snow tomorrow. So tomorrow I might be making videos and streaming all day.
Where are you at? Getting 10 inches?
Long Island, New York. Long Island.
Oh, way over the damn.
It's supposed to be 10 inches.
I'm in Michigan, man. We got no snow.
Hey, good night, Dark Alchemy. Good night. Good night.
I'm in Michigan. We have no snow at all.
No snow?
No snow.
Yeah,
it's right out there.
Is it snowing yet?
It's crazy, man. I've never seen a winter like this. It's the middle of February. We got no snow. It's only snowed like maybe a total of 8-9 inches all
it's raining right now.
Way.
It's raining and then okay. It's raining and then it's gonna start snowing around 9 a.m. And then it's gonna snow all freaking day. Okay. So I guess I'm doing nothing. Don't bother me. I'm just glad I ain't working.
Well, tune in 11 o'clock for Laurie's show. You know, check out what he's got going on the Tuesday Morning Brew. And
Laurie Calcaterra, however you pronounce it.
Calcaterra.
How do you say your name?
Look, she was one of the best decisions I ever made. Tuesday Morning Brew used to be a show I did. And I was burnt out. I was getting burnt out.
Laurie's the one that does Sister Grimm comics, right? No, she does Pale. She's Pale.
The Pale Rider. Yeah.
Yeah. She just we're scheduling her to come back on my channel. Let me see. Path of the Pale Rider.
Yeah, she's.
Okay, yeah, I messaged her. She's got to respond to see what.
She's awesome. She, like I said, she was probably the best decision I ever made. I was getting burned out. I was doing too many shows, so I started giving a few away. And I'm not burnt out yet. Yeah, I gave that show to her, man, and it's like that show's so much better with her running it. It's like,
Probably snow in Winnipeg.
See, we ain't got none.
Oh, I could do this. I'm not playing a game anymore. So, what did you guys think? Do you like the idea of me doing solo games? Tomorrow, I'm going to play. Where is it? Yeah, it's called Nemo's War. I love Captain Nemo, and that is a complicated game. You know, it's funny because I got friends that have copies of that game, and you know, they're like, "You played?" They can't figure out the rules, so I'm gonna have to brush up on the rules and play. So I'll play that.
Let me tell you a story from a fan's point of view. You walk into a comic store that sells games and shit. They're all in a box, and you don't have no idea. If it wasn't for people like you demoing these games online, we wouldn't know whether or not that game is worth buying or not.
Yeah.
Because it's just a box, right? But if we see people like you and Chris out here demoing these games, then we can go, yeah, I saw those guys playing that. That looked like fun. I want to buy that one when they see that box. Do you see what I'm saying? It changes It changes it for a buyer when you walk into a store knowing what that game's about. You know, having seen somebody play it, having some idea what the rules are. Demoing games is awesome, dude. That's why I'm hanging out with you. I think it's one of the best things we can do for the people that create games.
Yeah, like
reviewing a comic, right?
It's fun to listen while drawing. Okay, DC Miller, what are you drawing? Could you put up a piece of art, put it on Twitter, and message me on Twitter, and I'll share it with you. Because you know I'm done playing, so I'm going to shut off and probably read a comic or two and then go to sleep. You know, it's funny. Since Friday, I opened up Wraith of God, and I haven't read it yet. It's been sitting here on my easel, but things been happening. Friday, I did a couple of live streams, and I tested this game, and then Saturday I had people. I'm banned off of Twitter for permanent or temporary ban.
I'm on my third Twitter account, bro. Just make another one.
I tell you what, when my comic is in fulfillment, I'm probably going to take not a break, but I'll slow down on YouTube for a little while, you know, just so I don't burn myself out.
Well, like for me, at one point there was the burnout, but then there was when it changed to a network and I was responsible for making sure this thing is running smoothly all the time. Then I started thinking about every time I was playing a game, I wasn't working. I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to be doing on the network. So I started playing games on network so that I was providing content and didn't feel guilty about spending a little time playing a video game. You know what I mean? Because I felt guilty that I wasn't promoting or doing, something. So I said, okay, we'll just incorporate it into the actual,
Send an Instagram link.
There you go.
Send it to Pop.
For all you guys,
I said, let's see this guy's art. You know, he's watching me. We might as well show off his art. Send it to Pops, and then Pops, you share it when you get it.
I don't have Instagram myself. Oh. I don't do art. I don't have nothing to show off on Instagram. You couldn't like, I don't know about now, but like you couldn't put links on there, so I couldn't share your link to your campaign or to your show or anything. So it just wasn't anything that worked for what I do.
That was my intention to include the chat. That was my intention I can't even talk. All of a sudden, I got really sleepy. Include the chat, the decision make. Yeah, that's why I was asking guys, But I was like, guys, but nobody. And I put the link in the chat. It's the very first thing you could have hit the link and popped up and showed up. Hey, DC, could hit the link at the. It's the very first comment in the chat. Scroll all the way up, hit the link, pop in here, and then share your screen and show off your art if you want.
I was going to say also, if you're on Facebook, I have a Facebook group called the Comic Related Madness, and that's all it is. It's networking and promotion for artists and comic creators and stuff. So you're welcome to go over there and drop your stuff anytime. Not, anytime. That's what the network is for. That's what my Facebook group is for. It's all networking and promotion, guys. The link will only show up in the YouTube if you have a wrench.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrench him.
And yeah, John, it's gotten crazy, man. We have 2 RPG streams. We have open draw stream. We have closed draw streams. We've got talk shows, video games. The network's just blowing up with all kinds of different stuff now. You never know what you're going to get when you tune in this. No cam or mic on this computer. Okay, well that can.
There you go, DC. You could put links in now.
Yeah, he gave me a wrench, so your link will show up.
No camera or mic on this computer. Okay. Here's the StreamYard link. If
you draw that avatar, DC.
No camera mic on this computer. All right. Well, let's put a link to your art, and then maybe I'll pull it up.
I'm wondering if he drew that avatar of himself. Did you draw that, DC?
J. Jonah Jameson. Okay. Oh, here we go. I can't seem to pull it up. Okay. I guess I got to go back.
Okay. For you.
Could you summon it up?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. That looks like Marcus Keller drew that that peanut with the mustache. That looks like Marcus.
Oh, I love it. That's some good stuff, man.
Yeah. I'm going to say something controversial here. I hate Scooby-Doo. Always hated Scooby-Doo, even as a kid. Didn't make any. I saw Blackadder. Yeah,
I like it.
I like. Oh, what is this one? Could you focus it on? Scroll back up. Scroll up. Scroll down. I'm sorry. I'm not making this one right over here with the barbarians. Could you click on that? Make it bigger.
Oh, I'm not. I have to log in to make it big, and I'm not a member, so I can't log in. I can't make it big.
That is pretty cool. As I drool all over myself while yawning. That's pretty good.
I do like it. I like his art. It looks good.
Yeah. Cool job, DC Miller.
Cool in the furnace, yo.
I like that Lady Viper.
Uh-huh.
That's just
checking her out too. Yeah. Good stuff.
Oh, King Cryptid. Scroll. Yeah, King Cryptid right there. Who is this bearded guy in the middle between the Frazetta and the King Cryptid? Yeah, who's that? Looks like some sort of wizard.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Gandalf. John, you better go get some rest, bro.
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. I'm glad I beat him pretty quick. So thanks a lot, guys. That was my hand solo, and played some video games. I'm glad because either way, this was my final game of Final Girl, and I beat Hans. Beat him pretty handedly too. I rescued a lot of people. So there you go.
DC says the bearded guy is from his comic.
Oh, cool. Keep me posted. Yeah. All right, but good night, everybody. I'm gonna play my outro because I love this outro, and then I am gone. So I'll see.
Good
I'll
night,
see
John.
who am I talking to tomorrow? Tomorrow I have a live chat. Or actually today I have a live chat with. I got 2: Brainy Pixel and Hero Darkly Dark. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow or tonight. Bye bye.